All right, y'all, this is James from the ImFreeProject. Remember to subscribe, share, and like the video. Now, you know, it's been a while. I've really been so busy with work and everything. I mean, there are times I come home and I just crash. I literally just crash on the couch, and my wife is looking at me like, dang, dude, you just fell asleep. But anyway, y'all, this is James, and you know what? I miss making my videos, and you know what? I usually have an introduction with my videos and all that good stuff, but my computer is jacked up, and I'm loving this light. Man, this is cool. But anyway, my computer is really jacked up. I got to get a new computer, so then I can start, you know, trying to really get it together like I really wanted to. So anyway, yeah, so today I want to talk about, see, this is the kind of stuff that just drives me crazy. I'm not going to talk about Kanye and him meeting with President Trump. I'm not getting into all those conversations or the stuff that I keep reading on Facebook. Oh my gosh, these people, my colored folks, we have got to come up. We have got to stop being slaves to the Democratic Party and slaves to CNN. Don Lemon, you and your cohorts, and oh my gosh, you people really went in on another black man because he met with Donald Trump. I mean, you step outside the box with, oh my gosh. And I just had a conversation with with a buddy of mine who actually goes to a church in Atlanta, who lives in Atlanta, goes to a church. I mean, he's a really good friend of mine. And his pastor is one of the pastors that went to meet with Donald Trump. And he said that after meeting with Donald Trump, of course, the congregation attendance fell off dramatically. I mean, dramatically. And so it makes me wonder, like, wow, we have that much hatred for Donald Trump that we'll stop going to the churches that we feel that God assigned us to? I mean, really? That you feel like, oh, this is my bishop, this is my pastor, this is where I'm supposed to be. You know, all that kind of stuff. You know, don't say nothing about my pastor, but he meets with Donald Trump, which, I mean, gosh, really? I'm just really blown away. So anyway, yeah, so today what I wanted to talk about was I took my kids to the pool today. This is what drives me crazy. I get there and there are two people with their Bluetooth speakers, and there are children my kids' age, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know, within that age range, between 3 and 10. And this music that they were playing was that mumble rap with all this cussing and talking about body parts and this and that. And I walk up in there and I'm just saying to myself, you have got to be kidding me. I'm like, do y'all not see these kids out here? And we wonder why we want to blame everything on the white man, and wonder why our kids turned out twisted and just going crazy. I mean, because see, I work in a system where I see a lot of kids, because I go into schools and things of that nature, and I hate to say it, you know, some of y'all might hate me for saying this, but I'm telling you, there is a stark difference between schools that are predominantly white and schools that are predominantly black. Now, and black and brown. And I'll say this, is that you can say economics, you can say socially disadvantaged, whatever you want to say. But what my children, when people meet my kids, they say something different about my kids. Say they are very mannerable and they speak very well. And that's the difference with my kids. And that even my 19-year-old, when we moved to the apartments there in Atlanta, our neighbor was like, wow, your son speaks so well. It's so great. I mean, he's a very mannerable young man and all that. And I'm like, this is how we raised our children. This is how we raised them. We raised them to speak proper English. And now I may play on these videos and stuff like that and so forth and so forth, but I know how to turn it on. Now, don't get me wrong, I know how to turn it on. So my thing is that if we want to bring the next generation up, we cannot sit there and let them just listen, and we just, without any thought about what goes into their mind, into their hearts, into their psyche. I mean, really, the music was filthy. So this is what happened. So I turned to the dude. He's over there in the pool with this girl, whatever. I turned to the dude. I said, man, I'm sorry. Could you please turn that down? My kids are out here. You know, and he's mumbled something, but he turned it down. That's all I can say. You know, he ended up turning it down. And, you know, and maybe I should have had a bigger thought in saying, you know what, all these kids are out here, not just my kids. But my main focus are going to be my kids. And that's just the bottom line. My kids are going to come first. And I had that same conversation with my brother, too. And I think that was last Christmas. And he's just playing this crazy, no, Thanksgiving. He's just playing all this, he started playing all this crazy music and this and that. And I told him, man, you got to turn that music off. First of all, my mama's up in here. Secondly, my kids up in here. And if you can't have enough self-respect for your children, then you need to have some, for, at least for your mother and your nieces and your nephews right here. Because if you can't, then I got to go. I will take my family out of this situation. Because I know my kids will be raised in a household that honors God. I'm sorry. It's just not going to be that way. And I'm not going to let their spirit be filled with that demonic crap. I mean, just really. I'm not going to be let it filled with that demonic stuff. It's just ridiculous. And it bothers me that black people, we want to continue talking about white man this, white man that, but then we continue to allow this music to be played to our children without any thought, without any regard of how that may or may not affect them. Because you can say, oh, this doesn't affect them. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. This is why these kids, a lot of times, why they talk and act the way they do and have such a strong disrespect for authority. Because the music industry is pushing a lawlessness that is of a demonic nature. This is what we're talking about. So it's not just a rant about, oh, black people. No, you've got to pay attention to what's going into the spirit of your children. This stuff is real. And once that spirit gets on your kids, that spirit of lawlessness and lasciviousness from what they listen to and what they hear, you pretty much have a battle on your hands. So anyway, that's what happened with me today. And I just wanted to share that. So you guys keep the hearts of your children while you have them in your care. Steward them in the manner of the Lord. Steward them in the ways of God so that when they grow old, they will not depart. They may stray a little bit, but you know what? They'll return. Because God is doing something. And it is up to us as parents to be diligent about how we raise our kids in the admonition of the Father. There's a proverb that says, aim the children like arrows. Aim them like arrows so they can go far, high, and shoot to the stars. It's your responsibility, not the government. Because, see, the government will tell you, we can take care of your kids and we can push, all types of sex and sexuality on them and teen birth control, not abstinence. Birth control, not abstinence. Because Obama was pushing teen pregnancy in his teen pregnancy programs, birth control. He wasn't pushing abstinence. Trump is pushing abstinence through the programs that he was supporting. And got fought left and right by the leftists and the gay agenda and Planned Parenthood. That speaks volumes. All right, y'all, this is James from the ImFreeProject. I'm done with this conversation. But again, protect your children. Raise them in the admonition of Jesus Christ. All right, till next time, Jesus Christ is Lord. Holla.